Hi, I thought I would tell you about why I have decided to go from a smartphone to a dumb phone. Well, I think that's a funny name for it. This is a Nokia 6300 and it has cool stickers on the back. And this is my current phone. And I've been using this for a week now. And I can tell you straight away that I love this more than my other phone. Well, I love this phone because, okay, so this is a Samsung Galaxy A8 2018. So I've had this since since it came out. So that's like, I'm trying to do math here, 5 years. So I had this for 5 years and I had it with me in my hand like constantly. Like, it was always in my bag, it was always in my hand, it was always next to me when I was doing work. It was always like there in my pocket. Wherever I went, if I went upstairs, I'd take my phone with me. So I do miss it in that aspect from the fact that it was like always there. But now I have this and I have downgraded. Well, actually I upgraded my phone, but I put it to this. This is actually a newer model. I mean, like, this is a newer phone. So one thing that my other phone didn't have is a QR reader, and this one does have one. So it does have some things. Anyway, so yeah, I think I was going to talk about kind of like just talk about it in general. Yeah, the reasons why I decided to do it, the biggest thing being the addictiveness of social media. So I had realized for a while now that I just was becoming more and more addicted to it, and it was sort of just like endless scrolling on things like YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels and even like Facebook. I would just keep scrolling it and scrolling it, and like if I had a second where I wasn't doing anything, I would like check my emails. There's nothing on my emails, and like I would just like find something random to Google, and I just feel like I was on it like too much, and at some point I realized that I needed to kind of take a break from it, and there was a lot of videos that I was watching about like how short form content lowers your attention span, and I realized that happened to me because I couldn't sit down and read. And if you had seen some of my recent videos, I love reading. Like, reading is a huge part of me and who I am and the things that I enjoy doing. And so sometimes I would sit down and I'd sit down to read, and I would read like 4 pages, and then I'd get that, that itch that you get to pick up your phone and to see if you have a notification on it. And some sources that I've read and watched some documentaries on were saying it's like gambling. Like, you pick it up to see if you have a notification. It's like the same part of your brain that works when you're playing at like a casino, to see like, yeah, that's pretty much it. So it's kind of like gambling. And you know how like you have your phone with you, or like I would notice like I'd sit down to watch YouTube or Netflix, I'd pick up my phone and I couldn't just sit there and like watch something for a long time. I would like, at first I thought it was ADHD, and I realized recently it wasn't. It's not that I now have ADHD. Like, yes, I did have some symptoms of it, but I think it stemmed from the fact that my attention span was lowered and I kind of needed like multiple stimulation, and I think that was actually from the fact that like I have my phone on me constantly. Anyway, I realized I needed to have a detox, and so when I went on holiday, I was like, I'm not gonna have my phone with me, and we didn't have any Wi-Fi anyway, so it was like fine. And I started reading Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport. Actually, I've got it. Hang on. Here we go. I got it. Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport. And although I didn't find this book very convincing, I could do a review on this. But it has stuff in it that is very good. Most people who read this book end up like, well, I find that most people that have dumb phones or talk about getting rid of social media always talk about this book. I didn't find this book convincing, and the only reason for that is because I had already made the decision to like stop using social media as much. So yeah, this kind of like solidified it, if that made sense. But yes, that was one thing. That was one source. Amusing ourselves to death is a very interesting one. Hang on, wait, I have the book. Okay, ignore that. I don't have the book. It's my mum's book and I can't find it. But Amusing Ourselves to Death by Neil Postman talks about It compares two books, 1984, a very famous dystopian book, and A Brave New World, which is a very famous dystopian book, and it talks about how people thought that 1984 would be what our future would be like, and it is to some degree. But actually, it's a lot more like Brave New World, how there's this constant feed of entertainment, and how everything is kind of entertainment now. So things are a lot shorter. So like people would have like debates that were 6 hours long, and people would go for and see all of this, and one person would get 3 hours for a debate, and then the other person would get like 3 hours for the debate. Say hello to Toby. And yeah, but like nowadays when we get debates, it tends to be quite short because people just don't want to listen to things for like long periods of time. And I've been saying this for a long time. I've noticed that people who don't like reading tend to not want to sit down and take their time with something. And I think it's because when you have screens and you have social media, you're constantly getting things, like instantly. It's that dopamine hit. This isn't new information. You've probably heard this all before. So yeah, there's lots of things that go into why I've started using what's called a dumb phone. I don't want to call it a dumb phone because it is technically this has smart apps on it. I wanted to get a phone that has things on it that I needed. I will go into the phone aspect. I'm just kind of talking about why now. But another thing is data. I was aware of how much data was being taken. A good resource for that is The Great Hack. It's on Netflix. Just another resource in general if you're interested. The Social Dilemma is also eye-opening. That's also on Netflix. But yeah, I just didn't like how much data like people could have about me. I'm very aware that I'm making a YouTube video right now about myself and stuff. Anyway, I have found benefits in using a phone like this already. There are bad parts, so like I can't listen to Spotify on the way to work, and I really miss that. That's something that I don't like to just not have anything there. That's kind of sad. Or listening to music in the shower. That's also really sad. Or listening to music in general. Like I don't listen to music as much, which is sad. This does have a music app, but you have to like download them and stuff, and I can't be bothered. Yeah, what else is there? I have found that my attention span has gone. So like, although I have been using this phone for a week, I had kind of been going on a digital detox for like a month now. So I had gotten rid of most of my apps on my phone anyways. And sorry, my cat is being noisy. Anyways, when I started getting rid of my my apps and stuff, I realized that I've read a lot more. And that's like a big thing. It's like I can sit down and read for like literally hours without a break and I'm fine, and that didn't happen like before. And I can also sit down and like watch a movie and I won't get like itchy. Like that's so weird, and I've really noticed like it's really quick to like detox yourself when you can get back into these like old habits that have kind of changed. Like you can get back into these old habits that you had. Okay, so like onto the actual phone. So you turn on the phone on this top bit here, and it doesn't work. And if I've done it properly, the first thing you see is a nice Doctor Who thing, and I couldn't figure out how to like download a wallpaper that wasn't going to be like so zoomed in it's blurry. So I took a picture of a Doctor Who book that I have, so I can have a TARDIS on it. And the way that it works is, why is it's just decided to stop working right now, or maybe I've just forgotten how to do it. Anyway, so it looks like that, and you just press the button to like do stuff. So I do have smart apps on here. So I wanted a phone that had WhatsApp because that is my words. That is my main way of contacting people because it's free. And also I have loads of group chats that I have, especially for like church. I need it a lot because for like youth group stuff, and for like I'm part of the tea and coffee. I'm part of the coffee team. And there's also like our Life Mission group, which is like a church thing. And I'm involved in all of those things. So I need to have I need to know what's going on. So to like be that one person to be like, oh, can you just like text me? It's like to text me the details of things that are going on. It is kind of difficult. So I originally wanted the Nokia 2720, but it was like double the price of this, and I just couldn't be bothered to like spend money on something that I wasn't sure if I was gonna actually like. So I decided to get this one, but I love it. The texting on it is like, I mean, like I don't know. I wanted a QWERTY keyboard at first, um, but this is fine. Like it doesn't actually take that long to like write a message. It just takes a bit longer, and it's fine. Um, I did tell all my friends before, like if you need me, you can either call me, or if I text, it's either going to be like really short or it's going to like take me a long time to write something. But despite the fact that I've had one of these, I've been in more contact with people because like my friends have called me more. Like I think I've been on like 3 or 4 calls this week, with different people, and like I normally don't call people, and it's been a better way of connecting. It's been like more real. Like I know it's not face to face, but I've heard someone's voice and they've heard mine, and we've had like a better conversation about things. You can like hear people laugh, and it's like I don't know. It's just yeah. I haven't used the Google Maps on this though, so I don't know what that's like. The camera quality is so bad. Um, like it's not even okay. Like the camera is okay, but video quality and sound quality is like not that good. However, despite the fact that there's not much on it, YouTube does work, but it's kind of like it's like kind of crap at the same time. But yeah, this is cool though. I do like it. It's very loud. I forget to turn it off at night time, and then like people who are in America text me, and then I like hear it, and it's very loud in the middle of the night. Um, but yeah, I mean I'm not on my phone anymore, and it's like great. Um, so yeah, I would suggest getting a dumb phone if you haven't. I feel like there was more that I wanted to say, and I've kind of forgotten. And I also realised this is a long video, and I've been talking for a long time. But yes, I do think using one of these phones is a great way to. Whoops, accidentally calling people. Is a good way to kind of either detox or completely like get rid of that social media addiction. You can still be in contact with people if you use a phone that still has smart apps on it. There's like places to look at it. There's like there's Reddit, there's the dumbphone Reddit. It's great. You can say, I want a phone with this and this. What do you recommend? And people will be really nice and helpful. Um, so yeah, it's been a positive experience. I've enjoyed it. I've been more like aware of life. I've been like living more. I don't don't really know how to explain it. I feel like when you're online, you kind of have this like weird brain moment. I don't know how to explain it properly, but I just feel more like centered isn't the right word. I just feel more present. That's the word I'm looking for. I just feel more like I'm here. I'm in the present, and I like sometimes when I'm not doing anything, I can't just like pick up my phone, and I will either like pick up a book or I'll just sit and just do nothing. And it's okay to do nothing. We don't have to be doing something constantly and all the time. We don't have to be like stimulated constantly. It's okay to just sit and to do nothing. And I realize I sometimes just enjoy just doing nothing, and it's okay. We don't have to be doing things all the time. So that is my phone. That is the Nokia 6300 with unicorns on the back. Let me think if there's anything else I need to talk about. One thing I am happy about is I was told by the internet that WhatsApp did not work on this phone. Voice messages didn't work, calls didn't work, group chats didn't work. Even some people couldn't get it downloaded, and I've not had an issue with that. I've called people on WhatsApp, I've sent voice notes, I've been in group chats. There are some things that haven't gone through. I think someone put something in a group chat and it was like, your phone does not support this. But it was fine because my brother was in it, so I just asked him what was in it. But like, the phone is better than what I expected. It was £59.99, so it was 60 quid for this. So yeah, I think that's everything. Well, if you listened to all of this, thank you for listening. If you didn't, then like I don't really blame you either, because like I'm just talking. So yeah, that's me. My name is Leah. Thank you for watching my video about my dumb phone, and I'll see you in the next one, I guess. Bye.